In this video, we are going to graph a piecewise defined function, and then we're going to input that piecewise graph into WAMAP in a way that we make sure that we get the correct answer. So first thing, notice that our graph is sort of a horizontal line for x is less than or equal to -2, and it's a horizontal line for x is greater than 2. It's just the same y value. So let's graph those two pieces first on our graph. So x is less than or equal to -2, including -2, our y value is -3. So over here it's going to look like this. And then x is 0, or for x is greater than 2, our y value is 0, so it's going to look like this. Now in between we have this line y equals x minus 1, and so let's build a little table for that. So we're going to use that rule. Let's see, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And this is not the correct y value for that rule necessarily, but it tells us where our line starts. So -2 minus 1, that's -3. -1 minus 1, that's -2. 0 minus 1, that's -1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we can plot our points here. So at 2 we're at 1. 1 we're at 0, 0 we're at -1, -1 we're at -2, -2 we're at -3. Oh, look how this meets up. So this is what that middle part of our graph looks like. Now we need to get the open dot and closed dot correct. So at x equals 2, looking at my function over here, my y value is the one that's on the slanted line. So this is my y value here at x equals 2. At 0, or at x equals 2, looking at that third rule, we have 0, but that's not the y value, so we're going to put an open dot there. Okay, now let's transfer this to WAMAP. Notice that we have all these different tools at the bottom of our graph here. We have a line that goes forever in both directions. We have a line segment. We have a line that goes forever in one direction, and we have two different styles of dots. So this part here and this part here, those are going to use this line goes forever in one direction tool. So let's start with that. So I'm going to graph this part first. So let's see, at 2 we're at 0, and then it goes forever this way, and I can put my second dot anywhere along here, so I'll put it there. And then graphing this part over here, we're going to start at -2, -3, that's where the line starts, and then it goes forever this way. So I can put my second dot anywhere along this line, doesn't matter where I put it. Okay, now in between those two, the middle section is just a line segment. So we're going to choose this tool for that middle section. So it starts here, and then it ends up over here at 2, 1. So now we have the line parts drawn. All we have to do is get this part correct. So we need a closed dot here, and we need an open dot here. Notice that we don't need a dot there because that's where our graph doesn't have a break there. It connects up, so we do not need an open dot there or a closed dot there. So let's go ahead and press submit and make sure we got it correct. There we go. So hopefully you found this video helpful.